Hey everyone, and welcome back to the second edition of Go-To Gear for Bushcraft Survival. Just like the first one, I'm going to read the notes I have for this particular subject, then I'm going to go in depth. So the second item that we're going to be going over is proper footwear. This may sound like common sense, but you wouldn't believe how easy it is for someone to mess this up. First things first, make sure you have the right footwear for your task. For example, you wouldn't wear your favorite dress shoes to go hike up the Ozark Mountains. Or you wouldn't wear your $200 Nike tennis shoes or nicest pair of dress shoes. You get that. You want a decent pair of hiking boots. These can be had fairly cheap. Columbia, I know, makes a decent lightweight pair for around 70, 80 bucks at Bass Pro. Find them anywhere online, really. You want to make sure that they fit properly, so not too big, not too small. Cause blisters and hot spots and a lot of pain. Definitely no good. Make sure they're laced properly. If you're going to be going on a long hike, you don't want your laces to be extremely tight. You're going to cause hot spots, blisters, and it's going to cut off circulation and just make the whole ordeal not as fun. So, lastly, make sure you're wearing the proper socks. For example, if it's the middle of summer in Texas, you're not going to want to wear Grandpa's wool hunting socks from back in the day when he was up in Alaska. So, for example, if it's wintertime, wear a good pair of padded wool socks. And bring a couple extra pairs as well, because if you're on the middle of a hike, you never know when you're going to need to switch it out. Usually when we're in the Marine Corps, if we hike, say, 8 miles, halfway in between or at the halfway mark before we turn around, we'll switch socks out and let our feet air out for a good minute. It's a good way to reduce blisters, hot spots on your feet, and to keep yourself from getting trench foot. When I was in boot camp, we had some guys get mild trench foot, and that stuff is not fun at all. So, yeah, for example, if it's going to be in the summer, don't wear heavy socks. If in the winter, don't wear light socks. Good padded socks are good. Let me think of a brand. There's a couple brands out there. Fox River is one I've used personally. Columbia makes some good socks, but literally it's as simple as going on Amazon or Walmart.com and looking up hiking socks, boot socks. But don't be afraid to go to your local hunting fishing store and go try on some boots. It's really just going to depend on what's best for you. For example, right now I'm wearing some snip toe cowboy boots. You probably don't want to wear those when you're hiking. Let me show you a pair of my particular hiking boots that I've used a lot. These are something we call jungle boots in the Marine Corps. The reason they're called jungle boots, they have some vents. They're meant for warmer weather climates. I have a pair of temperate climate boots that I used in combat training and boot camp, which have more, basically they keep more insulation in for colder weather, but something like this, I've hiked many miles in these and they've never let me down. Switch out your laces every few months or so, keep them in good shape, make sure they don't break on you in the middle of a long hike. But yeah, so you can get proper footwear, Amazon, Bass Pro, Cabela's. If you want to, just start out in the bushcrafting, I'd recommend going to Walmart's definitely got some cheaper stuff. If you're just getting into it, you don't have a big budget. Bass Pro and Cabela's has some really good quality stuff for a pretty good price too. Columbia, Redhead, all good stuff. I know one of my favorite pair of hiking boots back home is a Redhead super lightweight kind of hiking / combat boot mix. So it just really depends on what you want. I'll overlay a couple pictures here at the end so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and have a fantastic day.